how's it going? So, it was about a year ago, and we were at our Thanksgiving dinner with our family, and we thought, you know what, it'd be really cool if we could raise our own Thanksgiving dinner. We could grow our own turkey for Thanksgiving. At that point, we were at the end of our first year with chickens. We'd raised about 30 chickens. We had butchered a few roosters. We'd had a few meat birds. We thought, we could probably do this. Let me know, have you ever had a Thanksgiving turkey that you've grown or that somebody's grown for you? Would you do it? Would you want to do it? Do you know how to do it? What kind of questions do you guys have for that? Well, let's talk numbers today. Let's talk about the cost of growing your own turkey for Thanksgiving. So this year we ordered 16 turkeys from Schlecht Hatchery in Iowa. We ordered 8 white turkeys and 8 broad-breasted bronze turkeys. We only lost 2 throughout the year. We lost one that was a couple days old. We lost one that was about 6 to 8 weeks old that we showed in our videos. So we were really excited that 14 made it all the way to their processing day. So why 16? Why not 1 or 2 since we just wanted to grow a Thanksgiving dinner? Well, we knew if we only got one, the chance of it surviving would be slim to none. You'd have no backup plan in place. You can certainly go to a farm that sells turkeys. You can go to a feed store. Sometimes during chick days, they'll be selling turkeys. We just didn't see any at the time, and we saw this hatchery had a great deal on turkeys, so we ended up buying 16. Certainly if you didn't have anything to do with all 16, you could split it with somebody else, split the order, or you could do what we did, and you could keep 2 or 3 for yourself and then sell the rest. Provide a Thanksgiving meal for somebody else. So the first cost are the turkeys themselves. At Schlecht Hatchery, they were a little less than $6 a piece, which we were really thrilled about. A little less than half price of anywhere else we'd seen. Plus shipping, it came out to $108 for the turkeys to come to our house. If we're talking equipment, something I didn't factor into the total cost of raising the turkeys, but I wanted to mention it because if you are starting your own poultry or growing turkeys, something you want to think about. So this year we built 3 additional chicken tractors along with the one that we have at our house. They weren't all for the turkeys, but those cost about $200 a piece. I've got a 2-part series that I made to show how we built those chicken tractors if you want to check that out. In addition to the chicken tractors, we had Premier 1 fencing to add an extra layer of protection around the turkeys. It also allowed us to let them free range when we were over there. And we spent about $900 on the fencing and the solar charger, and I'll link that equipment below. So our biggest expense this year for the turkeys was the feed. We ended up using 1,000 pounds of feed for our 14 turkeys that made it to processing. We spent $242 on that feed. And if you're in the Kansas City area, certainly check out Valley Feed and Supply in Bonner Springs. That's where we got all of our feed from. We love going through those guys. In addition to the feed, the only other cost we had was for the shrink wrap bags that we processed and put them in. Those came out to about $1 per bag. I'll link those down in the description. They worked great for large turkeys. A couple of the biggest size ones would not fit in them. We had a 32-pound turkey. We just had to put it in a big trash bag because it would not fit in those shrink wrap bags. Other than that, our poultry equipment, I made a video on that. Please check that out. And that shows all the equipment we used. Some of it we already had. Some of it we borrow from a friend. Also, land can be an expense. We had access to some land behind a family member's business, so you can either grow them in your yard, find somebody's land you can use them on. Hopefully you don't have to spend too much on it, but that can also be a challenge as well. Now let's talk about our labor. 156 days that we raised the turkeys from the day they landed here on the farm to the day that we processed them. We spent about 30 minutes a day moving, feeding, and watering our turkeys. So that came out to 78 hours of labor. Plus the 3 different times we processed turkeys, we spent about a half a day each time. So that was 12 more hours. So it took us 90 hours of labor this year. When we set upon our price this year for turkeys, we didn't know what our total cost would be yet when we started offering the price to customers. We set upon $3 per pound. We found that to be about an average price that people were selling them for. We had a local natural food store that was selling grass-fed, pasture-raised turkeys for close to $6 a pound. So we definitely beat them there, but over the traditional cheap turkey at the store, can't compete with that price. But our customers understood that for the work we put in, they trusted us, they knew where their food was coming from, that $3 a pound was fair. We kept 3 turkeys for ourselves and we sold the other 11. So the average weight of our turkeys was from 14 pounds all the way up to 32 pounds. Of course, the turkey we ate on the video celebrating our 100th episode was 24 pounds, but we had it all the way up to 32 pounds. So one of the issues we've had when we're selling them is that most of our customers wanted turkeys around 15 pounds or less. I definitely would advise you, if you're planning on selling any turkeys, to find out what your customers want, because it has made it a challenge to sell turkeys that we have had that have been over 30 pounds and that customers just don't want that much. All right, well, the moment you guys are waiting for is, what was the total cost? So including the turkeys that we are eating ourselves, it cost us $1.13 per pound. If you throw out those costs and just factor in the cost of the turkeys that we're selling and the turkeys that we're eating, say those are for free, it costs us $1.54 per pound to raise all of our turkeys. So total, we're making $729 in profits off our turkeys. If you subtract all of our fees, that includes the cost of the turkeys, the feed, the shrink wrap bags, that comes out to about $354 in total profits. And if you break that down per hour into the amount of time spent raising those turkeys and then processing them, that came out to $3.94 per hour. Woohoo! I know, we're not crazy rich, but that's money made, and we got our Thanksgiving turkey and 2 more for free. So was it worth it? We raised turkeys for the first time. We established infrastructure for years to come in raising poultry. We provided Thanksgiving meals for 11 other families. And of course, we accomplished our goal of raising our own Thanksgiving turkey, and we made money in the process. So would we do it again? Definitely. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm Jake with White House on the Hill. Please subscribe if you want to see more homesteading content like this. Give this video a big thumbs up if you found it useful. And guys, have a great Thanksgiving. Can we come in here and blow bubbles?
Yeah.
Bubbles and turkeys. I don't know, would you click on that video?
I'm on the phone. No, Bob.
Come over here and blow 'em.